India is a name now. It's a brand name now. It was not like before. So we can, and everybody is looking towards India, and they know we are going to be a superpower, or we are the future. Indian sports, it's not just for winning medals. See, our Prime Minister, he is always educating our people about the fitness, importance of fitness, importance of leading a good, healthy life, and importance of doing sports. See, every time in his speech, he is actually supporting that, and people are ready to accept these Khelo India project, Fit India project, or any other project. It's going till the grassroots level. And it's not only the training, they are focusing not only finding talents, they are involved in developing the infrastructure also, and coaching pattern, and it's all together development what they are doing. See, when you are inside the stadium, you are representing your country, and the hope is on your shoulder, and the entire world is watching you, and you are alone representing inside. You have to deliver your best, holding all the tensions.
A warm welcome to everyone who's joining us for a new, fresh episode of the NIJ podcast with Ananya. Today, we are joined by a very special guest. And how do I introduce her? To any kid who was growing up in 90s, 2000s, and especially at least that's what I remember, she was the first ever athlete or sports person from India to make a mark at the world stage. Yes, you've guessed it right. It is Anju Bobby George with us, joining today for the podcast. She has been a world champion, first at Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, as well as the World Athletic Championships. She's also been an awardee of Padma Shri, Arjuna Award, Khel Ratna Award, and so many more. She's currently serving as the Senior Vice President for the Athletics Federation of India. With that, let's get started. Hello, ma'am, and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, good morning.
I mean, first of all, let me give you a compliment. You are probably the most good-looking sports person I know or I've met.
No, I think you haven't seen other girls.
Probably not. But let's start with the first question. As I said, when you make a mark at the world stage and you won a bronze for long jump, I remember everybody was like, "Kaun hai Anju Bobby George?" Like, Wikipedia her, who is this girl from India who sort of made such a big mark? Because Indians are classically not known to be good in sports. At least that is what we were oriented, or that's what we thought when we were growing up. But you broke that sort of
glass ceiling.
That glass ceiling. My question is, abhi aapne recently, at a Christmas celebration, you recently said you were born in a wrong era. Tell me, why did you say that?
See, as you said, in 90s and 2000 early, it was a struggle for us. See, in Indian sports was nowhere. It was just coming up. Till then, it was just into the Asian level, and beyond that was not in our head. So, Leander got a Olympic medal, then Kanna Malleshwari got a Olympic medal. That all in 2000 beginning and just before that. But the support from our government or support from authorities and the infrastructure what we used to get and the knowledge about sport was nothing. It was a big zero. See, synthetic track in India, hardly we had maybe 2, 3, 4. And that was also in a very bad shape. And sports is science, and every year, because long jump is highly scientific, highly technical. And every year the technique changes, the coaching pattern changes, and sitting in India, it was a task for us to get the knowledge. And beyond Asian Games, it was a big task then.
Okay.
So even after winning any medal, see, maybe at the airport we'll get the felicitation, or people here and there will give some, they will celebrate, but not like this. Today's kids are enjoying like anything from the top to bottom. They are calling them, they are celebrating their victories, and India is celebrating, as I said. So, and see, our Indian athletes are performing really well in international arena, and not only in athletics, all the events.
Yeah.
See, any event you pick, we have 3, 4 major champions actually from India, and Olympic champions and the world champions. So that kind of Indian sports is developed a lot, and they are actually celebrating also like their victories.
Acknowledging them.
Yeah,
More than कि बस airport पे माला लेकर खड़े हुए. It's much more than
much more than that.
Yeah. आपने उसी speech में मैं अभी देख रही थी कि you said कि when you came back with the medal, which was an exceptional feat back in 2000 and
No one could believe that an Indian got a world championship medal, especially in athletics, because we have to compete with 210 countries. And this is a straight competition. It's not 1-to-1. We have to compete at a time with everybody, and the best of the best will get. And this is actually every competition we have to deliver our peak.
Right.
It is not with a moderate performance we can win the medal. We have to be at our peak.
Yeah.
And Olympics and World Championship, it's just imagine the toughness of the competition. And see, now Neeraj got a gold in Olympic, and now again he is trying for the title again in 2004. Such a big competition, see, and winning a medal see, no one ever imagined that like 2003 India is going to win a medal.
Yeah. नहीं, आपने नीरज जी की बात की. Again, quoting you from that speech, you said कि जब आप
It was just a 2-minute speech.
Sir, what? देखिए मैंने look how I have digged up my questions from there. You said कि Neeraj, when I won the medal and I came back, तो मेरा कुछ promotion or anything was not in the radar. And आपने वो change देखा when Neeraj, won a medal, and how that was taken up very differently. Explain that sort of comparison.
You see, I said
Before
so
and
because
after.
it was just to hint that what was happening then. I am not just telling that I was not getting a promotion.
Yeah.
That is just I was hinting the difference through then and now.
Before and after.
Yeah. See, then I was in customs, and even my department was not acknowledging that I've got a world championship medal, and it's at least we have to give a promotion. So the knowledge about sport was that much. I was about to tell that the knowledge about sport or awareness about sport was just like that. But now we know they are our heroes, and after winning a medal, see, we have to celebrate that. It's not like giving a promotion or anything. That is small things.
That's one manifestation.
Yeah. So I was just hinting that and the way how the entire India is celebrating. See, we are thinking, we are taking it as our victory. Even each person is taking it as their victory.
Yeah,
as we are winning the world. See, only 2 times we can raise our flag in the foreign land after winning a medal or after a war. Yeah.
Okay.
But
wow.
this is
and
our anthem, national anthem. See, but we are lucky that we are able to raise our flag in a foreign country after winning our medal.
Yes.
So every Indian is celebrating that. See, now initially it was only cricket. So everybody was celebrating cricket.
Sports में जाना
But now people know how to throw javelin, how to do long jump, because in long jump, my event, there are 2 athletes in world, top. And actually other events also, they are in that edge, winning medals. And see, just apart from athletics, boxing is there, and many other events. See, they are like capable of winning medals. So that is the difference now. And it's not only in airport celebration. It's
much more than that.
Even PM directly calling them, and he knows everybody, each and every athlete, the minute things also he is noticing, and he is actually expressing that.
Yeah. So taking a question from there, you've also spoken about the importance of leadership at the national level and how that can inspire a sports person. So talking of Prime Minister Modi and sports, and you're a sports person who has had a long journey. You've known how it was 20 years back, and now you can sense how things have changed. So in your eyes, what role does the Prime Minister of a country, Prime Minister Modi, what role has his leadership played in how sports person and athletes feel about their game now.
See, sports was not given any importance before. And our prime minister, after he is taking the turn, it's the changes that's visible. See, when I was competing internationally, people used to ask India in Africa. Yeah, that was there. And Indians actually, we used to like, they treated us like India is such, the country,
Yeah.
not developed.
Yeah.
yet. But now, see, if we say India, they know the value of our country. See, that changes.
Yeah.
And everywhere, not only in sports, everywhere that we can see the change.
The change in perception
About India. And now they are coming closer, like they know we have to give a good connection with India because we are the future, I guess.
Right.
See, and Indian sports, it's not just for winning medals. See, our Prime Minister, he is always educating our people about the fitness, importance of leading a good, healthy life, and importance of doing sports. See, every time in his speech, he is actually supporting that, and people are ready to accept. See, it was just European culture initially doing some sporting activities. Our village people, actually, they were not ready to take that. But if you go to the village, we can see people wearing nightie and going for a walk in the early morning. So that actually changed a lot. And that is what I like. As a person, his involvement in sports is something big. See, I am a Mission Olympic Cell member.
Yeah.
And every week we have meetings. And we are discussing about the entire Indian sports. And we are discussing about 2036 Olympics also, and how we can, it was not there in our system before. See how we can support athletes, and even last Olympics also, this Asian Games, we crossed 100 medals. See, we exactly counted that. And each athlete, we are the support what they are getting. And their entire, actually 365 days, we are with them. And we are supporting, and if they are just... anything lacking, we are supporting in whatever way is possible.
Right.
So that is the difference.
Right. No, that's great. So we've spoken about the change in the culture of fitness, sports, respecting this as something that India can be proud of. Now, getting like deeper, how do you think say initiatives like Khelo India or other government programs which have promoted sports, how do you think they have changed the availability, accessibility of, say, training facilities or other, like hardcore infrastructure that athletes really need? And especially you spoke about how long jump is so technical.
See, initially, people like us came into sports because of our parents' interest or our individual interest.
Yeah.
And there were people actually than us who talented but never got a chance to come in. But now, see, all the system changed, and see, these Khelo India project, Fit India project, or any other project is going till the grassroots level. And it's not only the training, they are focusing not only finding talents, they are involved in developing the infrastructure also, and coaching pattern, and it's all together development what they are doing. And it's even in grassroots level, kids are getting support, kids are getting infrastructure, anywhere they can go and train, and best coaching they are getting. So it's a full development actually what is happening. And now Khelo India Women League started.
Okay.
So that is supporting exactly the girl kids.
Okay.
So they can come and do training, they can perform there. Actually, when the competition is happening in the grassroots level, so everybody can come and perform. And it's a pyramid actually.
Okay.
So the bottom is Khelo India, then NCOE comes, then tops comes. Tops is the toppers.
So bottom mein Khelo India.
Yeah. NCOE in Sai scheme.
Okay.
So, and
that scheme does what?
Actually, that is the Sai scheme. So this Khelo India athletes can come into Sai scheme, and they can train better coaching.
Sports Authority
of India.
Okay.
So they will get better facilities than Khelo India athletes, and then the tops.
Okay. And
so
the target,
target Olympic podium. So where we concentrate for athletes for the Olympics and other major championships.
All right.
So this is a kind of pyramid, and every where athletes are getting according to the age. So the support is getting
Age appropriate training and facilities. Talking of facilities, I was looking up YouTube on your memories of the hardships and challenges you faced. और आपने उसमें एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि कहाँ पर you were in the championship and you borrowed somebody's dress costume because only a particular kind of costume could have been worn, and that was bizarre for people who were looking out. Tell us more about that.
So that was my first Commonwealth Games. That was my first international appearance in the senior level.
This is which year?
In 2002.
Okay.
Just before the Asian Games. So we only 3 were there, athletes.
Okay.
And one is discus thrower, one is a high jumper, and me. So I lost my apparel just one day before.
Lost matlab?
Someone was taken.
Okay.
So actually what we are giving for the competition, that particular color only we can wear for the competition. We cannot wear anything else. So I was worried and wondering what to do. Then I asked Neelam J. Singh, he was a discus thrower, double my size. I said, can I borrow, because her event was next day. So can I borrow your dress? And she said, how you are going to wear my dress? I said, I have to, what I will do, because those days, as I said, no, when we go for the competition, only one pair they will give. And it was not according to the weather. If it's cold or windy or summer or one dress.
That's it.
That's it. Yes. So I was wearing that with many pins.
I'm going to ask you, कैसे stitch करा आपने?
Not stitch.
And then you're in high activity sport, right?
Even this tights was very loose, and it was a scary situation for me because long jump, we have to land on the sand and back. Everywhere was, and actually it was poking. One pin was like, it was open and it was poking behind, and this, oh my God, don't ask. And till 5th jump, I was in the 5th position. And the last jump, somehow I managed, landed in a bronze, and it was my first international medal. But I could have, I could try for a gold, but all these things actually was running on my mind. Yeah. But somehow I managed the bronze.
Right. Okay. No, that's, I think, also a very good example of how look at it, kya facilities, kya kits, like how can they play a role. But this example I felt was such a practical, real example of,
Now I am sitting in MOC, we are discussing about the clothings and everything about the athletes, and I'm very particular about the brands and very particular about the shape and the material and everything.
Right.
Because I know I experienced.
You know how tough it can get. Yeah. What do you think about the environment for women's sports? I mean, let me take this question again. What do you think, how is the current environment for sports women in India, whether those are athletes or are into any other particular sports?
See, not only in athletics, we are everywhere. We in the sense we are everywhere, and we are actually, we are ready to showcase our talent fearlessly because the system is supporting us. Initially, it was just like even still some of our villages are still, some restrictions are there. And for anybody, for girls after 15, they have to get married, and that tough life they have to lead, and after that there's no life for them. But now kids are ready to come out because they know there's a way.
They know that the system is supportive.
Yeah, there's a way to come out. And if any talent or anything, if we are not allowing them to hide anywhere, we are actually bringing them.
Yeah.
The system is reaching up to them, and we are bringing them up.
Right.
So kids are ready to explore things more, and they are ready to accept the reality. They are ready to accept the changes, and they are ready to showcase their talents.
Yeah.
So in that sense, not only in sports, everywhere I can see that difference. I can see the changes. and we are flying fighter planes. We are into sports. We are into arts. We are into wherever, everywhere.
Yeah.
So see, we are capable,
Right.
and we need to understand our ability and our strength. Only that we need to. That is the triggering point.
How does that come about? What is the success? I want to know what makes all the difference. You said now that realization.
The champion and the loser, that inner fire we need to have. That inner fire. See, sports is such a different and difficult task. See, when you are inside the stadium, you are representing your country, and the hope is on your shoulder, and the entire world is watching you, and you are alone representing inside. You have to deliver your best, holding all the tensions.
Right.
So just imagine.
Yeah.
And we did that.
Huh.
So I know how to control my mind. I know how to control my body. I know how to control each my body parts. That is the technique. And standing with all these things, we have to deliver our best.
Right.
You have to learn that.
Would you like to give, or let me say, what message would you like to give to, say, someone who's tuning into this podcast, who wants to get into sports? वो अपने स्कूल में खेलते होंगे, हाँ? Maybe घर में support है, नहीं है, community में support है या नहीं है. And you said, right, like some of them might be hiding at some point. आप उनको क्या message दोगे? Why is it the right time to take up sports professionally or athletics professionally in India? Is it क्या सही समय यही है?
Yeah, because see the support what you are getting, the younger kids are getting, it's immense. So come out, show your talent, play and enjoy. And see, till the end you have to hang.
Right.
If you leave halfway, you are not going to get anything, or you are winding up early. Hang till the end if you are really talented.
Yeah.
And just find your talent. That's the major key. So find your. It's maybe you are not good in sports, but maybe you are good in arts. So go in that way.
Right.
Don't come to sports. So find your talent and hang till the end.
Yeah. Okay, hang till the end. Cool. So moving on from sports, are you interested in political or public life? आपने सोचा, has this crossed your mind?
Never.
Never.
No, in the sense, what I'm doing now, I'm happy with that.
Tell us about that. So that, we've spoken about your...
Now I am living my life as a sports person. I was the first India's World Championship medalist. So my career was, I can say that it was something great.
Yeah.
And after that, again, I came back to sport. I gave 6 years for my family. Because that is also important.
True.
And after that, I came back to sport.
Okay.
And I started my academy.
All right.
Anju Bobby Sports Foundation. It's in Bangalore.
Yeah.
So I selected 16 women athletes from all over the country.
Right.
And these girls from very humble background, as I said, they were hiding somewhere. So I grabbed from somewhere. And these girls are performing well now. And one girl, Shaili, she's world number 2. She was world top. She got a silver medal in World Junior Championship in very short span. And see, all these girls are now supporting back to their family. So Shaili, she's a single parent kid.
Okay.
So her mother was struggling with all 3 kids. And now she is ready to support her family back.
Right.
So this is a kind of empowering woman, but in a small scale, what I am also trying to do.
Yeah.
And these girls, I think tomorrow, because they are aware about the system, what we are doing. So these girls tomorrow, they will go back and support the other.
Right. Like a chain
reaction. So it's a kind of chain reaction. That's my dream.
Yeah.
It will go. And I am in Mission Olympic Cell, so looking after the entire sporting.
Mission Olympic Cell. में क्या करते हैं? हाँ, बताइए.
So that is under the government of India.
Okay.
So this we sports persons, we are looking after the entire sports.
Like people who've already who've been world champions. But is that how
It's a small group.
experts?
It's small group. Minister is the chair. Sports minister is the chair. And Sai DG is also there. And other eminent sports people. So as a group, we are working. So we are planning for Olympics. We are planning for Asian Games. We are planning for the major championships. And in that also, we have two groups, core group and developing athletes. So the development group, all the junior athletes are there. So we are supporting them. So the A to Z support is going towards them, like financial support, their travel, their competition, their training, everything is taken care. And in the senior core level, so we are taking care of their competitions. We are bringing coaches for them. We are sending them abroad for competition, so they don't need to worry about anything. If they are, if any injury happens, then that also we are taking care.
Okay.
So this is a group taking care of the Indian sports, not athletics, Indian sports.
Right. Wow. And in a very comprehensive manner that you.
And I am a senior vice president of Athletic Federation of India also.
Right.
So in that sense, I am busy in my thing. If tomorrow something happen, again, God knows.
God knows. Okay, so it's not a no. It is not a no. No, you're definitely a role model. And another question that I have for you, and and I ask this coming from a very, very apolitical perspective completely, but from a global perspective, of course, there are global strife going on, and identity wars going around in the world, right? And people are becoming more and more sort of conscious of their cultural identity. As an Indian and as a woman who comes from the Christian community in India, I do want to ask you this question that, because there are a lot of narratives and framing that goes around in media, but from your own personal experience, and then I'm sure you must be coming across a lot of women athletes who may be coming from minority communities. Do you feel that the environment, whether it's the sports environment or just the environment at large, have you ever felt that it is any discriminatory? Like, have you felt that in practice, or do you think it's as good as it would be for any Indian, be it from any community?
I never experienced such kind of thing in my life. And I can proudly say that the Christian community is supporting a lot in education, in health sector.
Yeah.
And even in sports also, the schools were supporting a lot, the Christian community. But I never felt, I never showed that I am a Christian or I am from this caste or... See, I'm an Indian.
An Indian, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my identity.
That's a very good, smart, short answer to... Suppose, if there is a minority community, and suppose she's a woman, aspiring athlete.
I think in India, any athlete never face such kind of issues. No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
I won't say.
Okay. Coming to a non-sports question. In the past 10 years of Prime Minister Modi's leadership and with the government, besides sports, we've spoken about changes in sports. If you follow public life and what's happening around, any top 2 to 3 big programs or changes or positive changes that you've seen in the country, which are not sports related? And I understand that's the word for you, but besides sports, koi aise 3 changes which you think have really transformed the way Indians live their lives today?
See, the changes what we can see among the international affairs, like international, when we go like for any this thing event or anything. See, India is a name now. It's a brand name now. It was not like before. So we can, and everybody is looking towards India, and they know we are going to be a superpower, or we are the future.
Right.
So, because other European countries actually struggling, even after Corona, they are struggling to come back. But I don't think India ever had any issue, even before or after.
Yeah.
We were stable, like...
resilient as a nation. Yeah.
So that is the one thing. And the mentality of people changed a lot in India also. So we can see that difference everywhere. And see, it's a global market now. So everything is available in India, and everything is open. And people, actually, our spending capacity is also improved a lot. And things are actually initially, see, what we used to get, I can say, even a small, if you buy a brand item, it was like quality was very less. But now we are also like getting equal good things actually. So I think that is the change. India as a global market, as a brand name, and we are coming up.
Okay. Do you think as Indians, we are more proud of ourselves now?
Yes. Initially, it was America or Britain or any other country, how we used to name them. Now, India is, as I said, it's a brand name now. Yes.
It is. Do you think India is also more unified? Like, do you like when Prime Minister says nation first,
Yes.
what does that really mean to you as a person? It can mean different things to different people. आपके अंदर क्या वो आता है, so जोश आता है?
Nation first means our people. It's not like the country. It's our people. So what he is saying always, see a healthy nation, because our youth power, it's nowhere in like maybe China maybe having, but other than China, our power, because every other country is facing that challenge
and is aging.
But in India, we have enough youth, and that's why he's always telling youth, be away from the drugs, do activities, and be healthy. And see, the education what we are getting in India is like we can compare with any other country, and the job opportunities. And see, if you our health sector is one of the best. So in that sense, it's individual. It's not in the country first means it is developing each individual. How we are getting support.
Yep. Have you spoken, like, do you want to share any instance of any interaction that you might have had with Prime Minister Modi?
It's always like when he's interacting, he knows each and everybody. That's the main thing. See, he is the Prime Minister of our nation, and such a huge responsibility on his shoulder. And every day he is facing new faces. But still he's remembering each one of us.
Right.
So that is the difference.
Right. And that adds to the respect and dignity.
Every time when we meet, he'll ask something or the other.
Acha.
Yes.
What did you tell me? What did he ask you about sports? Okay.
Always.
Yeah. One other question on Fit India. You know, a lot of times the devil's advocate would say ki, you know, ek naam bana diya, jumla bana diya, Fit India, right? And the other day I was discussing for our previous episode with a professor from Harvard, and you know, wo keh rahe the that behavior change is so much more important, right? It is very difficult to measure ki Fit India ka kya impact hua hai, because it's but how do you, so in that, coming from that context, how do you think Fit India has impacted or changed the way Indians think about fitness and their own health? And
see, that's what I said before. So if you go into a village, we can see many people walking on the street. It was not a scene before. And see, everybody, they know they have to do some kind of exercise, but they don't know exactly what to do. And they don't know exactly what to eat. And they don't know exactly what's the scientific way to do all these things. But Fit India is exactly teaching them through their maybe Insta post or their through their website or anywhere. They are teaching us what rightly choose and what not to do. See, those things, they are educating our people, and it's very difficult otherwise to grab all the information. And even Prime Minister himself, he is actually educating our people. See, our youth, they are in a difficult world because there are many opportunities for them and plus and minus.
Okay.
So that's why they have to lead a healthy life, and it's very very thin line between the good and bad. So they can go in that direction or they can come into this direction. So we have to keep on
reiterating the message.
Yeah. So that is what Fit India is doing. And see, it's a national movement. It's not just a state level or district level. It's a national movement, and everybody is now aware about the importance of fitness and importance of being healthy and do good things. At least this is for yourself, not for we are working hard every maybe 24 hours a day and 365 days. But if you are not doing for something for ourselves, what's the use? At the end of our life, we may regret. So that actually changing our the way of thinking, and this is actually very important. Like health sector, it's very important for any nation.
So give us some 3 or 4, 5 fitness tips to the two guys, and from your own schedule, what time do you get up, how much do you do cardio, just
don't compare with me because I'm a sports person and I love to be in the gym. Maybe full day I can be there in the gym. But at least minimum 30 minutes you have to spend for yourself, walking, doing some exercise, breathing exercise, yoga, anything, whichever the way you want to. You have to minimum 30 minutes you have to spend, and try to eat healthy food. You can cheat in between, but I'm not saying it's strict things. But you have to eat healthy food, drink a lot of water, and think positive always, and control your adrenaline rush.
Acha, okay.
Yeah, and at least do something for at least maybe I'm not saying look around and help others.
Right. Find some purpose in serving the society.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's a great message, and I think that sort of brings us to the end of this episode, because I think that's a great.
See, I was an athlete. I enjoyed my life and as an athlete, and I am here because of my sport. So it's my duty to give back to society, because tomorrow when I leave this world, people should remember my name.
Yeah.
So some mark should be there.
Yeah. Any final message to a sports enthusiast who doesn't believe that they're good enough to, होता है ना, स्कूल में खेलते हैं, स्कूल की चैंपियनशिप में, कॉलेज की चैंपियनशिप में खेल रहे हैं, but they don't think or believe that they can play professionally. What's your final message to that youth who's, just not being able to,
Today's youth, actually, they don't need any advice, but believe in yourself and find your, that one thing which can change your life. That only you can do. So maybe somebody, if good in sport, come to sport. If you are good in singing, go to that way. Or you're good in drawing, go choose that. And even if in life you are going in a different direction, try to find little bit of time for this for all your these things.
Yeah, other things.
Yes.
Okay,
it makes you happy,
right? I think all right. So we have a final message that find that one thing that can change your
life.
All right.
Yes.
With that, we come to the close of our very, very interesting, fresh conversation, sporty conversation with Anju Bobby George. Till the next episode, stay healthy. Please keep fit. At least take out 30 minutes, as she said, for your own selves. And stay happy and do good to people out there. Thank you.